Today I have got something special for you. We're diving deep into the iconic bass sound from Trampsta's Chunky, a track that's racked up over 34 million views on YouTube. One of our awesome subscribers suggested this idea, so let's break down that legendary bass using Serum. After listening to the bass in popular Trampsta tracks, I noticed the bass arrangement usually follows this pattern, one note on each beat. We'll start our sound design with this simple pattern and then improve the bass arrangement. To start the sound design, I use the acid wavetable in oscillator A. I set the random phase to 0, so the phase start point is fixed, ensuring consistent behavior each time the note is played. I adjust the wavetable position to select the best frame of the wave shape, and use the bend option in the warp section to modify the wave shape to suit our track. In basslines with a wobble-like sound, one of the most important aspects of sound design is setting up the LFO to shape the volume of each oscillator. I set up LFO 1 as shown in the video, and assign it to control the volume of oscillator A. In the next step, to add grit to the sound, I use the distortion effect with the sine shaper type in the FX section, which adds a saturated noise to the sound. To give the distortion a rhythmic behavior, I assign the LFO to the mix knob. To shape the frequency behavior of the sound and add more wobble effect to the bass, I use a low-pass filter and connect an LFO to the cutoff knob for control. To make the bass sound fuller, in oscillator B, I add one of Serum's unique wave shapes and choose an octave value one higher than the previous oscillator. Again, to make the phase behavior more controllable, I set the random phase value to 0. To adjust oscillator B, I set up LFO 2 as you can see in the video, and I connect the LFO to the volume knob of the oscillator. After activating the low-pass filter, I connect the LFO to both the cutoff knob and the filter resonance. To give rhythm to the low frequency ranges, I connect the LFO to the gain of the equalizer to create an energetic feel. Since we are creating a bass sound and we don't have a polyphonic performance, I activate the mono and legato options with an appropriate port time, and to add texture to the sound, I layer a noise on top of it. To have more control over the character of our bass sound, use macro knobs. For this task, I'll link macro 1 to the cutoff knob and macro 2 to the volume of oscillator A. For music of this genre, I usually use the Kick 2 plugin because it offers exceptional customization for the sub-kick section. If you want your kick to have an amazing sub-tail, lower the endpoints in the pitch section of the plugin by 1 octave. It makes a remarkable difference. I've kept the bass notes pretty simple. Let's go ahead and enhance them a bit. The bass sound we've designed is a type of wobble, created by linking an LFO to the filter and volume parameters. This means that by altering the note lengths, we can change not only the duration of the notes but also the timbre and character of each note. Since we've set the synth to mono and activated legato, we can create some cool effects by overlapping notes and making slides. With a bit of creativity, this feature can be used in many interesting ways.